Hey, what's up, everybody? Mr. Hollywood here, back again. Got a tutorial video here because I received a lot of messages on the Discord, on the Xbox, on there regarding video captures. How do we do it? How can we get shorter clips so I don't have to bother with all this, nonsense, useless video footage? Or can I capture longer video clips? Or do I have to take up storage on my Xbox? And how do I get these over to you? So I'm going to show you all that on here. Now I am streaming this on here, so right now the features to capture will not be there, but I'm going to try to throw up some images to show you how it does look. As you can see right now, when I hit the Xbox button, there should be a X button to start the capture. So mainly that's what you guys been doing, is hitting the Xbox button is the quickest way, and then you just hit the X button on there. Boom, it's gonna record anything that has happened. If a great play, great save, great goal happened, that'll be there. The Y button is to take a screenshot, and then the one with the two squares, like the back button, gives you more settings here where you could record what happened last 15, 30, 45 minute, even up to 5 minutes. So let's say you wanted a longer clip, you could select that, or if you wanted a shorter one, by default it's 30, you could select the 15 seconds to make it shorter. So that's one way if you wanted to change a different duration. The other way is once you hit the Xbox button, you move over to the right, and there you'll have, it says record what happened on there. If you select that, you again will have the same options here to select a different duration. Okay, if you want it shorter, longer, you could switch that. Right now, as you can see, it's not on there because I am streaming, so you can only do one. You can't do both. Keep that in mind if you are streaming the games. But this is how it should look like, like I said, at different times. But okay, now let's say you wanted to record even longer than the 5 minutes, up to 10 minutes. Let's say you want to capture like the whole period of the game. You would go down to start recording. Now this has to be done before. Like the other captures, you do it after the play happens. This records before, and it goes up to 10 minutes. As you can see on there, duration there is 10 minutes, and it will record what's going to happen. So you'd have to hit that before the play or before the period, whatever you're trying to capture. Okay. Now, let's say, I mean, that does take some time going in there, going in options. That's like you want to capture 15 seconds or 30 seconds. There's a quicker way to set this as default. If you go to capture and share, all the way in the bottom, you got capture settings. Let's click on there. Okay, you'll get the screen here between broadcast and capture. The one that we're concerned about is on the right, is the capture ones. And I'm going to go through the different options here. All right, so the first thing on here, the top right, you need to have this selected as capture, to allow you to capture the footage. Otherwise, you won't be able to get any clips. The one below there, this is where you could set. As default, it's 30 seconds. If I change this to 15 seconds, now when I do the Xbox button with the X, it's going to record that amount of duration. So you could change it to longer, shorter. You want a longer 1 minute clip. Let's say you're doing a lot of saves, or you just want them to be longer. This is where you could switch that so you don't have to go through that whole menu thing. It makes the process much quicker. I'm going to leave this as 30 seconds, which is the default. The one below there is to upload the footage to the internet. As default, it's automatically on. But if you don't want to upload, let's say you do capture a lot, you want to go after the game to go sort through them, which ones you do want to upload. Maybe some of them weren't so great, may have been at the time, but you want to take a look at it before you do upload it. You could switch that. And I'm going to show you how you could access that. Below there is the quality. You could change from 720p to 1080p. Now the difference here, 720p has a max of 5 minutes recording, where the 1080p is only 2 minutes. And same thing is when you do the start recording, instead of 10 minutes, you could only do up to max 5 if you do the 1080p quality. Now, if you didn't make it automatically upload, when you go here to the capture and share on the settings here, on the bottom you'll see there's recent captures. You could go there, and that's where you could see all your footage, whatever you captured, whether it's screenshots, whether it's video footage, and then you could go through here and then have them uploaded onto the uh, DVR page there. There's multiple pages. I'm going to show you that later on here as well. But that's how you would do that if you don't have it automatically uploading. I always keep mine automatically on there because, I mean, you could always delete, remove, or edit these on here. If you go to your Manage Captures here, you'll see all your video files, and you could always go in there to either edit, delete, or upload them on here as you please, you know. So regardless if it's automatic or not, you can still get them up onto the internet. Let me go back to, once again, to that capture settings area. Go to capture and share all the way on the bottom where we were just with the quality. Now, let's say you want to capture even more on here. The last one here, by default, it's capturing to your Xbox. Now, let's say you have a USB device. It has to be a USB 3.0, and you do have to format it into NTFS format. Otherwise, this will not work. And what this allows is, if you don't want to take up, let's say, your space on the Xbox. Let's say you do capture a lot of video files and stuff. You want to keep them separate on a USB drive or any storage device on there, but it's got to be compatible with what I just mentioned. If you wanted to or have longer video footage, this is the way to do it here. It's the capture location. You could change that. I have a USB drive plugged in right now. As you could see here, this is what it says here. Depending on the size of your storage device, game clips can be up to 60 minutes long. Basically, you could capture a 1 hour footage on here through the Xbox DVR, that capture thing, which doesn't do anything about streaming, or it doesn't take up your bandwidth or make you lag or anything. It's just a regular capture, like if you had a capture device, which is great. It's a great feature here. Some of you guys may have not known about this, but let's say you wanted to capture the entire game, you know, footage on there, and you could upload it to YouTube or get it over to your video editor and clip it that way. As you can see here, if I go to start recording now on here, instead of 10 minutes on here, it's going to show 1 hour lapse time. So meaning I could record this footage up to 1 hour long. And that's how you would do it if you wanted to capture the entire game, or if you're looking to just capture so it doesn't take up your storage amount on your Xbox. Just goes right to that USB drives. That's the other alternate option. All right, so once we have, let's say we did our captures, we uploaded them on here. How do I get this footage? Let's hop over to the PC on here. We're gonna go over to a website. It's very simple. As long as you have your gamer tag on there, you're gonna put that in, and then we'll retrieve the video footage. We'll copy the link, and we'll send it over to our Discord chat where we could share those footages. So let's go there now. Alright, so now on the PC here, we're going to go to this website. It's called gamerdvr.com. Now there's other sites on there, gameclips.io, Xbox Clips. This is the one I like to use. It's simple, easy. Basically, once you go there, it's going to ask you to put in your gamer tag. So you just type out the gamer tag and then click the search button. It's got to be spelled correctly on there that you use. And then once you find your gamer page here, you got your clips, streams, screenshots on here. So we're going to click on clips. That's where our video clips go. And here's all the clip captures I've captured. Find the one that you want or that you want to submit on Discord. So we're going to load this one up here. Here's a clip that I had during one of the series. So let's say I want to use this. You know, there's different features downloaded and stuff like that. The one you want to do is here on the right. It's called copy link. Once you click that, it's going to get the URL from that. And then basically you head on over to Discord where you could send it in that top 10 or that highlights section there. Just paste the link there, enter, and it's going to come up there. Or you could direct message me on there. Either way is fine. But that's pretty much it to it. That's a very simple, easy copy paste procedure, and you're done.